Nobody's gonna put this on a poster. There's no morning routine guru selling this, no influencer making it look aspirational, no aesthetic flat lay of a journal and a green juice that turns this into content. Because the habits that actually build your first $100,000 are boring. They're quiet. They're the kind of thing your neighbor is doing while you're watching someone else talk about wealth on the internet. But here's what's true. The first $100,000 is the hardest money you will ever save. Once you have it, it compounds. It works while you sleep. It gives you options you don't have right now. But you have to get there first. And the path is through habits that nobody is going to make a reel about. So that's what this video is. 20 of them. No fluff, no filler. Let's go. Before we begin, if you're just finding this channel, we do this every week. Real numbers, real strategies, no noise. Hit subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss what's coming next. Number 1, you pay yourself first, automatically. Before you pay anything else, a fixed amount moves out of your account and into savings the same day your paycheck lands. You don't see it, you don't decide, it's done. Number 2, you know your actual number. You don't have a vague sense of what you spend. You know the exact monthly cost of your life. You've built the budget. You've run the numbers. You know what you need to earn and what you need to cut. Number 3, you have one savings account you don't touch. Not your checking account, not the account your debit card is linked to, a separate account with friction, somewhere that takes a few days to transfer from, so the temptation to dip into it is reduced. Number 4, you've killed your highest interest debt first. Credit card debt at 20% is not a debt problem, it's a savings emergency. Every extra dollar you put toward high interest debt is a guaranteed return at that interest rate. You treat it that way. Number 5, you don't upgrade your lifestyle every time your income goes up. This one kills more wealth-building journeys than anything else. You got a raise. You keep your expenses flat. The raise goes to savings. Lifestyle inflation is the silent killer of first $100,000 progress. Number 6, you cook most of your meals at home. Not all of them, not because you're punishing yourself, but the math is the math. A household spending $800 a month on food versus $1,800 a month on food is a $12,000 annual difference. That gap compounds. Number 7, you've negotiated at least one bill in the last year. Your phone plan, your internet, your insurance. Most people pay the rate they were quoted and never touch it again. People building wealth pick up the phone and ask for a better deal. It takes 20 minutes and sometimes saves hundreds of dollars a year. Number 8, you review your subscriptions every quarter. Not once, every quarter. Because subscriptions creep. A $14.99 here, a $9.99 there, a fitness app you haven't opened since February. Every quarter, you go through the list and cancel what you're not using. Number 9, you drive your car until it stops making financial sense to fix it. Not until it's embarrassing, not until your friends notice, until the repair cost exceeds the value of the car. A paid-off car with a maintenance cost is almost always cheaper than a new car payment. People building their first $100,000 understand this. Number 10, you have an emergency fund that actually covers emergencies. 3 months minimum, sitting in a high-yield savings account. Not invested, not in the market, liquid and available. Because without this, every unexpected expense becomes debt, and debt is the fastest way to reset your progress. If these are landing for you, subscribe right now. This is exactly the kind of content we put out every single week. The habits, the math, and the strategies that actually move the needle. The subscribe button is free, the knowledge compounds. Number 11, you max out tax-advantaged accounts before investing in taxable ones. If you have access to a 401k with an employer match, that's a 50% or 100% instant return on your contribution up to the match. You're not leaving that on the table, ever. Number 12, you don't try to time the market. You invest consistently. Same amount, same day, every month. When the market is up, when the market is down, when the news is scary, when everyone is panic selling. You ignore the noise and stay the course. Number 13, you've automated your bills.
Late fees are a tax on disorganization. You've set everything to autopay. Utilities, minimum debt payments, insurance, nothing slips, nothing gets a late charge. It costs you nothing to set up and saves money and stress immediately. Number 14, you buy used before you buy new. Cars, furniture, electronics, clothes. If it can be bought secondhand in good condition, that's the default question you ask first. The depreciation on a new item is someone else's loss and your opportunity. Number 15, you've learned to be comfortable with a number on a screen. The $100,000 you're building isn't a physical thing, it's a number. And for a long time, it's going to feel abstract. People who get there learn to feel satisfied watching the number grow slowly, not just when spending feels good. Number 16, you don't carry a credit card balance. If you use credit cards, you pay them in full every month. You treat them as a convenience tool and a rewards vehicle, not as a lending product. The moment you carry a balance, the rewards are wiped out and then some. Number 17, you've had the money conversation with your partner. Shared finances require shared goals. If you're building wealth with a partner who has different habits, different values, or a different definition of normal spending, that gap will cost you. You've aligned on the goals, the numbers, and the plan. Number 18, you protect your income. You have health insurance. You have disability coverage if it's accessible. You understand that the biggest financial risk you face isn't a bad investment. It's not being able to earn. Your income is your most important asset at this stage, and you treat it that way. Number 19, you've stopped keeping up with people you can't afford to keep up with. The friends with the new car, the expensive holidays, the dining out every weekend. You've made peace with the fact that where you're going is different from where they currently are, and that the trade-off is worth it. Number 20, you track your net worth monthly. Not obsessively. Once a month, you open a spreadsheet or an app, and you update the number. Assets minus liabilities. You watch it move, slowly at first, then faster. The act of tracking it keeps you accountable and keeps the goal real. Here's the honest truth about these 20 habits. None of them are exciting. None of them will get you likes. Nobody's going to comment on your frugal grocery run or your automated savings transfer. The path to your first $100,000 is invisible to everyone around you, and that's exactly how it works. The people who get there are doing dramatic things. They're doing boring things consistently for long enough that the math takes over. You don't have to do all 20 of these at once. Pick the 2 or 3 that represent the biggest gap between where you are and where you need to be. Start there. Build the habit. Come back to the list. The first $100,000 is the hardest, but it is absolutely achievable, and the habits are simpler than most people want to believe. If this video gave you something useful, subscribe to this channel right now. Every week, we break down the economic realities, the money habits, and the financial strategies that matter for real people at real income levels. Share this with someone who needs it, and we'll see you in the next one.